dive into it until they're actually moving towards the point. But this, think of it as king of the hill. They're looking to control the center of the map. There's a point that they're looking to gain percentage on. First team to 100% will win the map, the point. So let's get into it. Already, right out the gates, triple on the line here for Boston. And on the Houston side of things, we're gonna have a bit more of a damage-focused strategy, Hex.
It made sense when I saw Jake was on the opening roster that they'd be running a Pharah on this map. Very good on Nepal. Now, Pharah's an issue for these tank-heavy compositions because she's in the sky. So you need something that shoots up and shoots at her with a reasonable kind of feedback there. So it's going to be interesting to see how they try to deal with Jake. Another option is to just not deal with it and kill everyone else.
Yeah, just focus and stay together on this point, hide behind that Reinhardt shield, hide behind fusions, essentially. He's gonna be holding up that shield, trying to block the damage, trying to keep his teammates safe. And in the meantime, he's also gonna try and smack people in the face with that hammer. Probably feeling a little frustrated he can't throw the hammer, you know, at the Pharah, but then how's he gonna get it back? Whoa, Muma! Already opening up strong. Fusions lets his shield down for a second and gets blown up. This is gonna get a bit rough now for Boston. They don't have any way to mitigate this damage.
A very good play on the Hammond there, but now he might get focused down, but Justice range from above. That is a very fast ultimate from our boy Jake, able to take down two. And even though Boston captured first control of this point, you see it ticking up, it seems like Houston should be able to regain control.
Wow, even throwing in the barrier here. Highligths wanting to really put the fight to him. Still tough for them to eliminate these big beefy tanks, but the focus fire is good. Jake and Muma finding the 2 kills. The supports are out of it, and Fusions looking to take her along. Well, there it is, the ride down to the bottom. Gonna go check out that snowman.
I actually really like what Boston did there, though. Boston only has 1 kill on the map, but it's not about kills. Kills doesn't win you the point. It's about staying on the point, gaining control. So they got 1 elimination that entire fight and still have 43%.
Exactly, you can see it at the top of your screen, 43% for Boston, and now we're counting up on Houston's side now that they control the point. 25% counting. Spree out of his mag, will get the self-destruct, sneaks it in. Agon and Axiom out of the fight. And this is a strong hold here, looking up here for Houston Outlaws. They're finding all of the kills, and so they will be in a situation now to tie things up and take the lead on our first map.
Definitely
so far, it's paying off for him, Hex.
Great positioning with the self-destruct over top. All that burst damage that you have to hide behind a shield or a wall to get away from. Really nice over the top. And now Houston is in pretty good as far as their ultimate abilities go. They're going to have Transcendence, and now they're ticking up to, they've got an EMP ready. Barrage should be online as well. You want to use EMP so no one can do anything. No abilities active, and then Barrage over top and just rain justice all over.
There it is. Perfect positioning from Dante. One of the best Sombras in the league. Gets the follow-up. Hack on. No, it's just a tin can. They're gonna crack him open. He's out of it. And just like that, Houston Outlaws looking fantastic so far, Hex. They even have 2 ults still online here, and Muma's not far away from the mines. They came out swinging. I think they really want to make up for their questionable start here in the league with their first match. The reverse sweep, that was a painful loss for Houston. They're definitely looking for redemption here.
A very solid hold. Right now, the next fight's going to be the most important one. If Houston's able to hold on, they will win this first stage in our best of 3 on control. However, Boston has a lot of great abilities online. They're going to start using them.
Already, we got Coalesce. There's Jake, though, dropping in. Highligths and Axiom already out of the fight. Jake gets traded, but he's done his job. 2 kills to start things off here for Houston. Brockus with the trance trying to keep his teammates alive, and so far Houston doing a good job of just dodging the damage.
Jake brought back to life with the resurrection ability of that Mercy, and Houston is looking like they're holding strong. This has been so one-sided despite what the score looks like. It has been 23 eliminations to 3 in favor of the Houston Outlaws.
That's the brutal thing, and there it is. Houston Outlaws with a strong start on Nepal. 1 point to their games. It's best of 3 on this map, so they'll be looking to pick up the second one here. But an excellent performance from them, just getting the kills, and Boston Uprising, 3 kills at the end, just not quite cutting it. You know, we're talking about how it's not all about kills. You got to get that control of the point, but you still have to eliminate the enemy team at some point.
Well, it's a lot easier to get control of the point when the other team's back in spawn after being eliminated. So at some point, yes, you must do damage and eliminate the other heroes on the squad. It started off really well, and I thought that was really smart, but it just didn't seem like Boston was ever able to connect with their ultimate abilities in any sort of meaningful sequence or tandem at the very least. But we have another stage upcoming. We're going to head to the sanctum of Nepal, and we'll see what each of these teams wants to bring.
It is looking like a mirror matchup so far. So similar strategies, both sides And now they're just going to go crashing into each other. Boston Uprising have adjusted. We've got a Winston in play now, but we've also got a Winston on Muma. And just taking the fight straight to him. Axiom dropping dangerously low, kept alive by his healers, but now AimGod is going to get focused. And Muma just cleaning up right in the back line. 3 kills for the tank.
There's a reason we highlighted Muma on the pre-show here. It's because he's one of the best main tanks in the entire league. Always knows where that line is between, am I going to die if I stay here, or will I get 3 kills if I stay here? Really intelligent player, doesn't die unnecessarily, does all that damage, and now Houston in control on second point.
He was already one of the solid tanks in the last season last year, and he only seems to be getting better as we progress. So gonna keep an eye on Muma for sure, but Boston Uprising now, they're gonna have some ultimates. Perhaps the Primal's gonna come online here in a moment for fusions, and so we'll see if they can get something out of that. But right now, just that poke battle, Houston just baiting them, waiting for them to commit, waiting for Boston to come in and try and take this fight. There's the grab though already, and Muma's gone with the Primal, looking to punch some people in the face, or at least cut this team in half. Exactly what he's doing, trying to separate these guys so that they can get picked off.
Primal Rage, 1000 HP, a darn near unkillable scientist monkey right there as Muma's able to knock that off. And Primal Rage can be so good, especially on this point, because if you knock people off, gravity exists in the Overwatch universe. Knock them off the edge and they are a quick elimination. Fusion's actually used his Primal Rage ability on the other side of things, didn't get much out of it. So now Boston back to the drawing board, trying to find something here. Maybe a self-destruct from No can open it up.
Just gonna go with the rally to kick things off here from Blase, giving his teammates armor and a little bit of movement speed, trying to get them into that fight all the faster, and it may pay off. Axiom already gonna find the kill on Jake to kick things off. Raucus was just a second too late with that Transcendence, not able to keep his teammate alive. So Boston Uprising now with the edge in this fight. Axiom with the grab online as well. That could be useful if they're looking for the cleanup, but right now I think they're just trying to take the fight to him. No, he's gonna throw it into the wall, hides it. Muma pinned up against it, but he does manage to get out.
Boston on the point, but is being contested by Houston, so they're not getting any progress. They opened the fight up really nicely with a kill, but now it's Houston coming back onto the points. Boston still trying to just swing this back. And now Houston, if they feel they've lost this fight, they'll just leave, and that's exactly what they do.
Exactly, but leave at the right moment. 97% on the board for Houston Outlaws now. They are looking fantastic. One good fight for them, and they're gonna lock down this first map of the series. So Dante with the grab online, that's a big ultimate to keep an eye on. When you see that check mark at the top of the screen, that ultimate ability, what these teams are building up to, these big team fight abilities are ready to be used. And Dante already throwing it out. Grab in play. Dante gonna find the kill on Kellogg. Blase follows as well. True support. Dead for Boston right out the gates. And this is the big moment now for Houston. If they can just clean up quick, they flip the point, and Houston Outlaws now the ones to pick up this first map. Can they get back in time? Note is gonna be trying to touch the point, and he's a second too late. Houston Outlaws with an excellent start. 2-0 victory to kick off the series.
A rather dominant 2-0. If you look at the overall map stats, it's 36-6 when it comes to elimination. If you only kill them 6 times, you're gonna have a hard time actually winning a map. We'll see what map 2 looks like after the break.